Hi, welcome to the Weekly Brunch with the Loon. I'm sorry I missed last week. Not feeling well, but I am going. This is the only live we do here, so this is going to be a little bit harder to upkeep. But I will try my best to stay true to our schedule. Now, before we get into the topic at hand, which by the title you could see is educational goals. What we're going to do first is if you do, please don't forget, if you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you want to see when I post more videos, go ahead and hit subscribe and go ahead and share this video. Now, the subscribe part and the like part is only in reference to X and YouTube. Facebook, if you just follow me on my fan page, it'll show up there too. Well, again, let me introduce myself. I am the Loon. If you are returning, thank you and welcome back. If you are here for the first time, welcome. Now, today we're going to talk about educational goals. And educational goals, and I left it last because it ties in everything that we spoke about previously, which is spiritual goal, professional goals. Oh, and I can't remember the first one. I will remember the first one. I do apologize. But educational goals ties them all in because in order to progress and reach those goals, you need education. Education comes in many forms, and we're going to talk about that. But the goal, this goal is to me one of the most important ones. But you can't really maneuver this one without having a clear goal in the other subjects we talked about earlier. If you don't know what we're talking about, go ahead and click and watch what I have previously. Now, I am a total believer in education in no matter what form. I feel that you learn every day. If you are in the chat, I'm sorry. I just realized I didn't have my chat up. Let me see if I could get that up and running for you guys. I can get that up. Now, I only have one chat up right now, and that is the YouTube chat. I will check chats for X eventually. And I have to see how I could fix this. I'm still learning this program, which I happen to love very much. Okay, so there are different forms of getting educated or furthering your education. Now, the first one is traditional. Now, for traditional, it falls under typical universities or trade schools. That's considered traditional. Now, these traditional schools could be private, state-run, city-run, federal, or anything of the sort. Okay? The next form of learning is adult workshops. I say adult workshops because I'm an 80s baby, Generation X all the way. Now, when we were growing up, you either went to the traditional universities or a trade school, and then you went and fulfilled whatever career you were pursuing or whatever job you had. And if you wanted to further your education, you didn't necessarily have to go back to a university or trade school. What they would have is like workshops on specific subjects, and they are immense and they are everywhere. They're mostly a lot of schools do it, but some nonprofit organizations also do that too. I don't know if they still do. Here in New York, I remember there used to be a little magazine. You might as well call it it's like the Macy's catalog, call it the Macy's catalog for learning. It had every type of thing you may ever want to learn in there. It was called Annex, I do believe. And I haven't seen it. It used to be a free catalog, and it would show you every type of skill you may want to learn under the sun. So those are adult workshops. You may have to do some research to see where they are in your neighborhood and in your area. And then they are the most underrated form of learning and education is conventions. Conventions are a special type of learning. Conventions are one, they are about specific topic. But what it does is so special, it puts you in an environment of like-minded people, whether they are beginners, intermediate, or experts. And they do give you a channel to the experts in that subject that you may not have otherwise been able to reach or get to. And the last one, which is the most important one in my book, is self-learning. Self-learning is I'm starting to see in my movements throughout the world that a lot of people is becoming more popular for people to do self-education. There are also a lot of means to do that. We've always had books, but now we have tools like we have YouTube, we have Google, we have AI, we have also you have other things like websites dedicated to self-learning at your own pace learning. uh, Udemy is one. There's another one that begins with a C, which has escaped me at this point. And it's you have the option. Anything you want to do, no matter how insane it may be, legally insane, you have the option to get it done. I mean, you could go if you want to learn about car mechanics, you could pull up a YouTube video, do a search on YouTube, and you have it right there. And you have step by step. Is the person who's presenting it, do you like their style? You have the choices of the different ones that fit your educational style. If you want to learn it, you could easily go on one of these courses. You do have to pay a membership for it, but you could find a video about any field, anything under the sun, even crocheting if you want. Any hobbies, any talents you want to learn, you can learn it and it's at your own pace. Educational goals are important. Educational goals help make your other goals more feasible and more attainable. Now, I'm this is a quick brunch. It's not too long. So this is not going to be a very long one. But I hope this helps bring some insight to you to where you want to look for your goals. You have the four manners that you could learn, and it's all within your fingertips. The goal for these weekly brunches is to coincide with my book, Vista Within. And it's just getting you a kickstart. Now, this is where you start the planning process. This is where you make your time productive for you. And eventually, that productive, you never know, that productiveness could turn into something that help you financially. So go back, look at the goal videos that I have done in the last month and a half uh, for the weekly brunch, and see if gaining these knowledge relieve your relieve your stress, makes you less anxious, and make that goal that much closer. This is Alone. I'm gonna say have a good week. Have a beautiful week. Think about your educational goals this week, and we will talk next time.